I got a feeling that you got me covered too. I got you covered. I got you covered.
Hi, everybody. We have a special birthday girl sitting next to us. I wonder who, right? She's sitting here. I didn't think about doing this on the phone because it would have been easier, but we are what we are. We're crammed in this little space. It's not very big, but it works, right? So it is her birthday today. Hi, Janice. How are you doing? You can see people, Mom, coming over there. And I'll let people know. Hopefully you can hear me because I've had to put the mic a little bit down so that it didn't block our face. Hi, Grandma. How you doing? So we're going to start, of course, this party off right? We got to raise the cupcake to Mama. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
She's here with us. And if you all haven't been a part of the new thing that we've started over here, which is called the YouTube Shuffle, and making sure that we're hitting the connection button. I know YouTube calls it subscribe button, but it's not. It's the connection button. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that that's something that really, really resonates and sticks with everybody. So we're doing the YouTube Shuffle. If you haven't gone over and checked out that short we did with the YouTube Shuffle, go ahead and do that. So, well, let's see. Well, we are going to gift our memberships for the month. We thought it'd be perfect time to do it on this. YouTube gives us free. So while we're doing that, we're going to play the YouTube Shuffle for those people that haven't had a chance to listen to it while we're gifting the membership. So let's get the YouTube Shuffle and get the party started off right. So that is the YouTube Shuffle because we want everybody to make those connections. So that's back with us. So hi, Life with Tanisha. How are you? So the members were Kendrick All Day Crafty, Mike's Adventures, Ohio Travels with Chris, and me 2 times got memberships for Blessed to Crochet. So we're very, very thankful for the support that you all give. Not only me, because I get all the wonderful connection, but you give it to Mama, and I know that she appreciates it tremendously.
Yes, thank you.
And we have gotten some really good reviews about our other channel, which we're doing, which is Blessings Through Connection, which is just a place for people to really connect. We have everybody come in and make them a standard moderator. So if you guys haven't been a part of that channel over there, you got to check it out because there's a lot of really good things happening over there. We got Mama has never really liked cake. No. Well, what happened was my grandmother had a birthday. I had a birthday in June. Then we had Father's Day. We had lots of cakes. So by the time we got done with my grandfather's birthday was on the 21st, and then her birthday, they didn't want cake. They always had apple pie. So I went up to a local place not very far and got her, hi Sandy, got her apple, like an apple fry pie, because she can have her apple pie for dessert. And I got crab cakes ready to be put together on the stove because she loves crab cakes.
Yes, I do.
And so we're going to have crab cakes. And then I got her, she likes Walnut Creek's pretzels. So I got her some of those. And I'm going to actually, let's see. I'm going to hide the chat box for tonight because then you can't see anything. When it comes, you can't see Mama's face. it's getting hidden by the chat box sign. And so then I got her pretzel twists, these little mini twists that she likes. And of course, when she was pregnant with me, every Friday she would have Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Yes.
So she would let herself have that every Friday. So I got her Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Yeah.
And then I was in the store we were in a couple weeks ago with Christina in Kohl's. And I picked up a pajama outfit because this girl gets cold. She does really easily.
Goodness.
And so I found these pajamas that she really, really likes. So I picked it up and I thought, I'll save it for Christmas. I'm like, nah, I'll let her have it now because she can wear it.
Yeah, because it'll get cold before Christmas.
Well, they
my
said
goodness.
that this is the last week, I think, this week and next week, of enjoying 9 p.m. sunset. And then after that, it starts lessening by 2 minutes every day.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize.
Yeah. Now in Florida, it's dark by 8:30.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay dark late like it does up here.
Yeah.
So I'm still not used to it because I think, I've got plenty of time. And then I look at the clock and it's 9 o'clock.
And she had a friend of hers call that
Yes, a dear friend.
that wished her happy birthday. So we'll probably just cook up dinner and probably watch a movie, and she'll have her fry pie. And hi Echo, how you doing? So I just need crochet her mocha. But guys, I need your help. If you are in the Lighthouse Beacons group, I put a picture because with our car for Blessings Through Connection, we've got to have a name for that car. That car is just so dang on cute, but we got to have a name. So I need a help with the name for that car.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any ideas for that, and I did put Blessings Through Connection over there, so you guys, if you're not connected with that channel, you can become connected with that channel. We appreciate it. So we've just had a relaxing day. Christina is doing a garage sale and participating, so we've been gathering some things, and I found these wonderful containers at Kohl's. I've been looking for containers because right side of me is this black shelf. It's just like a plastic black shelf because we live in an apartment, so there's not a lot of room. And I found these containers at Kohl's, and they fit like to a T. And so I went through my clothes to see, is there anything that I can do for, as far as being able to participate in the yard sale. And Janice, that code is only for my moderators. We don't have a code right now at this point that will drop your links. We just ask that you participate within the conversation, and then my mods know that if they see you participating, they'll be glad to put your link in the chat. We haven't done that yet. I don't know if we'll ever do that. We may have to at one point, but any of the codes that are dropped are for us and for the moderator. So, but we try to. We certainly try to connect you all because it's just so important to make sure that that happens and that you guys help grow. And so we're growing over at Blessings Through Connection, but don't forget over here too. So tomorrow is going to be another stream over at Blessings Through Connection, and Mocha's seen somebody outside she didn't like.
Oh, yes.
And then, no, I'm sorry. It's a noon live stream. We thought we would do a noon one. And then I'm going to be trying to gather some stuff for the garage sale. And then I'll probably need a break in the evening. And so I figured we'll just take some of the crochet outside and sit there and do, just sit and chit chat and talk and so forth. Yes. Mocha's being Mocha. We love her.
Yes.
So, but if you all can go, and if you're part of Blessings Through Connection or the Lighthouse Beacons group, if you want to put any suggestions for our little car, we got to come up with a name. He's just too cute. And of course, Alfonso does a wonderful job. He's going to work with our stuff and get it done. So, another thing that I forgot is we were going to draw the prize for the spaghetti sauce. Guys, I've been having, I don't know what it is, and I'd like to find out. I've said this quite often in my life. When I get to heaven one of these days, I'm going to say to the Lord, and why did you put a sciatic nerve in, hi Bud Files, why did you put a sciatic nerve in somebody? Because it seems like it's absolutely a useless nerve. And it's literally a pain in the neck, pain in the back, pain everywhere. And I don't know why, but it's been very much acting up. So I know I've kind of haven't been as active as I wanted to, but it's not very fun to sit in certain places right now. So I know I've got to get recordings done and everything. It's been quite annoying, actually. It's been going on for about a week, and it usually doesn't last as long. It lasts for a couple days, and that's it. But I would like for it to go away very, very soon. And if anybody can tell me what the purpose of a sciatic nerve is.
Well, I'm sure there's a reason.
Yeah, but nobody's been able to tell you ever. I've not gone to one doctor and said, what is it for? You go, I don't know. And here's the one thing they tell you, walk. And I'm like, okay, walk as you're walking and you're going, it's like, okay. Alrighty. Great one. Walk and do things. Draw. I have to do it this way. Okay. I love it when technology does not work the way you want it to. It wants to work everywhere.
Don't ask me, because I don't know anything about this stuff.
I think she's marveled at the way I've clicked through this whole thing, going,
no clue what you're doing.
What are you doing?
And I also can't figure out how you can talk for hours.
Blame it on Dad.
Things to talk about.
But blame it on Dad. He did it very well.
He was a talker.
Yeah. He was an absolute.
To say if his eyes are open, his mouth is moving.
Absolutely.
I had to finally make a rule. After 10 o'clock, you can talk, but please don't ask me questions. Because usually we'd be in bed and I'm drifting off to sleep while he's telling me all kinds of stuff about his day. And then he would ask a question. Now I have to wake myself up in order to answer the question. So I'd have to say to him as we're getting ready for bed,
Yep.
Look out your questions. If you've got any questions, let's get them over with now.
My dad he would never
Yes,
mean
he
it.
was very sweet. If I had trouble sleeping,
Yeah.
he would read to me. He'd get out a book he used to read James Harriet, the dog stories. And if I had trouble sleeping, he would just read in this monotone voice, and I would just drift off to sleep. He was very sweet when I couldn't sleep.
He used to sit there and rub my head. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll show you real quick. This is the car for Blessings Through Connection. That's going to be the car that's going to be on our merchandise. So we need to name this car. We have got to come up with a name for this car. I'm telling you, it's got to have a name. Isn't it a cute car? I've sent it over to Alfonso and said, I know it's a mess, but here, do your magic. So this is going to be on our merch. And it's a work in progress. But isn't it a cute car we designed? But we got to name the car. I just don't. Oliver, that's a good one. We need a name. I just don't know what. I do not know what yet. I thought of my dad had this truck. Now understand, he had this truck, and we used to call it the Beast. And no, that just wasn't the right one.
No.
And then he had something Ollie. I like that one too. Then he had something on like his car. Hi, Care Bear. How are you? Froggy. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I had he had this. They called it a green machine, and I thought we could call it green machine, and I thought of that one.
Yeah.
Another real one that I'm kind of leaning toward too is Sammy, and I don't know. That was my grandfather's name. That was also my uncle, who was my dad's brother who passed. So that may be a cool name, just as kind of, Sammy kind of looks like a little bit. But most cars are named girl names. So I don't know if it should be a girl's name. And we can't name it Mustang Sally. It is a Mustang. And the reason it's a Mustang is because Christina loves horses. And when Josh and I had our anniversary, we actually took a Mustang. It was white. And we rented that. And we actually, drove to St. Augustine and was in a Mustang. So there's a lot of ties to that. But we got to come up with a name. I just don't know what it's going to be yet.
Think about it.
It's going to come. It's just.
Well, thank you for all the birthday wishes.
Yes.
That's very nice. Between that and Facebook, I feel well birthday wished. Oscar. She named her car Oscar.
Oscar, that's a cool one.
Yeah. It was a green Ford Bronco.
All right, I'm going to do this. This is for anybody that knew. We did my grandmother's spaghetti sauce for my birthday, and we did have people put comments in, and the word was licorice. That reminds me.
Oh, she loved licorice. Oh my goodness.
Oh, anything. Keyword filter. Specific keyword. So the licorice was the keyword that had to be in there. And so whoever wins this, then they get a $10 gift card to Hobby Lobby, and then they get 2 soap caddies. The soap bars, we were hoping, the shampoo ones, they just didn't work out like we were hoping. So I won't be including those, but maybe I'll find something else to put in. But I've done the video. I've put in the keyword licorice. And now I have to do it on my phone. We're going to go ahead and pick a winner so you guys can see who it's going to be. I don't know if it'll show. It's going to take a moment.
That's another cute one. Connie, short for connection.
Okay. Oh, Snapback.
Oh.
That's who won it. I don't know if I can make it? There we go. There we go. Snapback. So Snapback won it. I will let her know. She put the keyword in there, so I will let her know she won it. And she is an awesome channel too as well. If you guys have an awesome time to go over there, she has an awesome channel. She's somebody I hope to have on at one point. So I'm happy. So maybe y'all can see it that way. That's who won the prize for that. Dollar General has lavender soap bars for $1 on deal aisles. I have a DG right outside of my neighborhood. Hi Ace, how are you? It's my mom's birthday tonight, so we're just saying happy birthday real quick. Yeah, us and lavender don't go well together. I'm very sensitive to a lot of smells, and so is my mom, but I'm very sensitive partly because of the fibromyalgia. Bessie, I like that, Blessy, Bessie, or
Yeah,
Blessy.
Bessie or Blessy.
That may be it, Blessy, because that would go with blessings through connection.
Yeah.
I knew if I put it out there. I'm still looking for it. It's one of the top names now, Blessy. I kind of like that. We're just kind of
mulling it over.
Yes. Another one to name it too would be Lizzie.
Yeah.
That may be another contender.
Yeah, we have a Lizzie in our family.
My great grandmother was named, her name was Elizabeth, which Christina says, Mom, why didn't you name me Elizabeth? I left it so you can name your child one day if you have a girl, Elizabeth. But my great grandmother, you've met her a couple times,
Yes.
could be very tenacious.
Yes.
I think that's probably the word for it.
Yes, she was. She was also had you didn't want to cross her either.
No.
But she had a heart of gold.
Yes, she does. It may be Lizzie.
She had a very strong sense of what was right and wrong, and you better agree.
Well, she
raised her children during World War II.
Yes.
So she had to be strong. And she had to not let them get away with stuff because it was dangerous where they were.
Was she good with kids?
I don't know. She was good with me. The time that I remember her most was when I was 14, and she was very good with me. And she used to take me in her room, and she had all this candy in her room, Carmelo bars and all this British candy, and she'd say, don't tell your mother, don't tell your mother. So we'd go in there and sneak candy. So she was in Scotland, and of course we had moved to the U.S. by then, and so she would come she came when I was 1, and then again when I was 8. But we also had a house full with my Auntie Nan and her 2 girls and my brother, and it was a house full of people. They came for Christmas when I was 8.
My grandfather was there on D-Day and got a Purple Heart. Wow, I really messed him up when he got home. He passed when he was 13. Well, thank him. I know he's not here, but we're thankful for his service.
Yes.
My uncle was served in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. He was a forward observer, and that forever changed his life when he came home. He was never the same.
No.
He was never the same.
No.
Now, my grandmother and my grandfather met over in Scotland when my grandfather was serving over in
he was stationed in
Aberdeen.
Yes.
And they would have dances, and my grandmother would go to the dances, and that's where she met him.
Yes.
And then they got married over there, which I still find that, I mean, he must have been over there for quite a while because you were,
Well, then they got married, and then a year later I came along.
Yeah, you weren't too far off the beaten path.
Before I was born, he got shipped back to the States.
Yeah.
And then, so my mother couldn't leave. They wouldn't let her fly pregnant, and, those were different days. And then she had to wait till I was 4 months old before they'd let me on the plane.
Yeah.
So I was 4 months old before she got to come to America.
She was, my grandmother was quite the woman.
Yeah. Now my grandmother, which was your great grandmother, she would never let them go in the bomb shelters.
No.
When the Spitfires would come over from Germany, because they would bomb over near Aberdeen because it was a port city. And she said, you're not going there. She said, when the Lord is ready for you, it doesn't matter whether you're in your bed or you're in a bomb shelter. He's taking you home when he's ready. So she never let any of them go to the bomb shelter.
I can tell you this. When we were at our last hurricane we ever went through, which was Irma, and Irma was actually in in Florida, and when it was coming at us, it was coming directly at us when it was coming, and it was coming as a Cat 5. Okay, and I said to my grandmother, we're not sticking in this house for a Cat 5. And her response is, well, I survived without going to a bomb shelter. And I said, I understand that, but if a Cat 5 rolls through, this house isn't standing. It's done. And I said, we are going to, we're going to, we've got to go. And we went to a special needs shelter because we were just scared to death that it would.
And we had, your husband has diabetes.
Yep.
Your daughter was a diabetic, still is a diabetic. And my husband at that time was the early stages of Alzheimer's. So we had our hands full, really.
Yes.
And the thought of Mary and I trying to handle these 4 people that might need help was just a little overwhelming.
But it was...
Yeah.
It was funny because when she was there and when she was not, she could never sleep unless the room was pitch black dark.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
well, you couldn't have that in the
you
shelter.
couldn't have that in the shelter. Oh no, absolutely no. Cat 5. Oh my, Helen got us in South Carolina the past time. Tore 40 shingles off the roof. No power for 5 days with little ones. Yeah, and quite frankly, when we were in the hurricane shelter in Florida, literally the phone, I remember the phones going off like tornado warning. I mean, it was just like, and we were in the shelter and my husband's sugar was crashing and there was nurses there and, we had all the staff there and we never lost electricity the entire time, but we did have some flooding in your house and,
well, and then one night the nurse came and woke me up because Dad had gotten up out of bed and he was wandering around. And so there were people awake all night long.
Yep.
And she came and got me and said, we've got your husband over here. You need to come and get him. He's been wandering around. Yeah. So it was really good that we went there.
They provided, in the special needs shelter, they provide the food. They had the beds.
And then there was a place to keep the insulin cold.
Yes. And my aunt, who was the only one I knew that flew into a hurricane, she actually came from California.
Grateful. My husband's sister flew in.
Not Patty.
No, her name is Nancy, and she flew in from San Francisco. She got the last flight out of San Francisco into Fort Lauderdale. She said, I'm coming. She said, I'm going to take care of my brother, and you can take care of your mother. And then your daughter can take care of her husband and her daughter. So that was a huge blessing to have her come too.
Well, we had to go hunting for Nana one night, remember?
Yes,
we couldn't find out where she went. No, she wasn't. She was in the restroom and she didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, thanks, Nana. So, I hope one of these days to be able to... I in heaven, I cannot wait to meet Lizzie in person. Yeah. Because she just, I think there's a lot of me in her. Yeah. And a lot of Nana. There's been a lot of women in my life that have been a lot of strength. Yeah. And what is your favorite memory of your mom?
Of my mom?
Of your mom. Well, we could do both. Your favorite one of your mom.
Oh. Well, if you're...
Go ahead. Of your mother.
Of your mother.
Of your mom.
Oh, my goodness. Well, she was Scottish, and she used to sing us all kinds of Scottish songs. And she'd put us to bed, and she'd sing all these Scottish songs about Charlie is my darling. I can't sing anymore, but... And Charlie is my darling, and all kinds of things. And you take the high road, and I'll take the low road. And, peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold. She'd sing all these nursery rhymes. And so I have memories of her singing. And then after we were in bed, she would go downstairs and turn on opera. So that's how I got interested in opera. She had records and record players, and she would play opera songs. And so she would make shortbread cookies. And I loved when I'd see the flour out. She'd put the flour on the kitchen counter and then put those quarter things of butter on top of the things waiting for the butter to soften. I knew, we're going to have shortbread tonight.
And nobody
So,
can make it like Nana.
no,
Nobody can make the
I've
rice
tried.
pudding. I've tried. I came close to the rice pudding. Hi Country Homestead.
Yeah.
Thank you for wishing Mom a happy birthday.
Well, thank you, yes.
I have several. I don't think I could pick a favorite.
Yeah, it's hard because you have a whole lifetime of memories.
I think probably one of my favorites would have to be whenever we come across a rock. Because I laugh about it. I mean, literally, we would go in Florida and we go by construction places that were literally like digging up the dirt and stuff. She go, oh, that rock. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's going to stop the car so we can go pick up rocks. And
yes, I would.
Yep, she would. She'd pick
Yes.
up rocks. If she could put them in the car, they'd go home with us. I mean, it was like.
Well, I made this whole long thing in front of our yard.
You did.
With the planter, I had rocks all around it.
And you found them from stealing them from us.
Well, they were just going to throw them out.
I know. Another real special memory I have is when we used to watch the Olympics. And we always watched the Winter Olympics. And so we'd watch the Winter Olympics and we always watched the ice skating. And she'd start an Afghan. And sure enough, she'd almost finish it.
Yes, by the time the Olympics.
Now, we're just asking you to finish one more.
Yes, I will.
She has this Afghan that she started for me when I was a teenager.
Well, it was a very
I'm not
complicated
telling you how
pattern.
many years ago. Just figure it out. Okay?
It was a complicated pattern.
It's a beautiful heart pattern, beautiful thing. She has one more row to finish. She started when I was a teenager. So finally I grew up. And
Yes.
I said, then don't worry about me. Finish it for Christina.
Life was pretty busy.
Christina is going to be 27 years old this September.
Well, I got it out of the closet.
Okay.
It's now in my bedroom.
It's
where
27. So now we're saying, forget Christina. Do it in the hopes of having a granddaughter one day, great granddaughter one day,
Yes.
or possibly their children having a daughter at one point, because his family has a very high likelihood of sons.
Sons, yes.
But there is one niece in the mix of that, so
Yes.
hopefully, I'm hoping I'm gonna do a blanket just in hopes that there's a girl somewhere in there. I just want one. Just give me one. I just have said that, but it's just too funny. Just forget me. Make it for Christina, and that was 27 years ago. So we're determined.
Yes.
Hi, Jeanette. How are you? I want you to know I finally finished the blanket for the person that I needed to, and I'm actually working on the pillow that I'd like to include with that. So once I get done with that and I pull out what yarn I'd like to keep, I will then go ahead and send you the remaining yarn so that you can make hats, especially in memory of my friend's daughter, Christina. So I finished that. That was one of the goals that I had because of that. I got to get this blanket done. And I very much want to get it done before the person that ended up taking her daughter's life is up in October for the court date. So I'd like to have it done so that she can have that as a comfort. So it's getting there so that you can have some more yarn. And if anybody does want to send us a Hobby Lobby gift card or something like that, I can always forward it on to Jeanette. She is trying to make hats for veterans. She is dealing with cancer, of course, and she's told us that. And so we are praying for you. But if anybody wants to contribute to any of that, send anything through Venmo. I will make sure that there is yarn sent to her to be able to accomplish what needs to be accomplished. Hey, Lydia, how you doing, hon? Long time no see. We're wishing Mama a happy birthday. for my son. I love quilts. Yeah, I inspire people that make quilts. I've just never been able to do it. And I actually, for the garage sale, went through some of my stuff that I had for craft stuff. And I thought, I'm too busy with the crochet and this to be able to do anything else. That's not happening. What was I was going to say something. You just went right out.
That happens.
I knew there was something in my head. Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
Older.
Yeah, maybe older is the way to put it. I can't think what I was going to say. It'll come back to me in a minute. It's been one of those. Yeah. We're trying to get clothes and stuff together for.
Our house looks like we're either moving in or moving out.
Well, beside
all the stuff we're going through to find stuff for the
beside the
garage sale.
Well, beside here on the other side is like a black rack, and for a very long time it's just been an absolute mess. Yeah. When Christina was getting married, I used that as my drying rack. Hey, Snapback, how you doing? Guess what? You won the video for the spaghetti sauce. So I was going to let you know. So I'm so glad you came in. Yeah. So you've got to email me, or I will email you, and then we can get together, and then I can send you your 2 soap caddies and your $10 gift card to Hobby Lobby. So congratulations to winning that. We drew you, and you were the winner. Yes. But I want to spend a moment and just thank you all. I don't think that you all realize how much I was hoping to get. We did a tuna fish salad, and I didn't get edited today, and I don't think much is going to get done with trying to get ready for this. And then, of course, my back deciding it doesn't want to work right. But we're trying to. I know there's some things behind, and I think that I found out I like to keep everything in control, because then if I control it, then it gets done. And I'm similar to my dad. He had trouble with that too. But also this week, my mama, I know what I was going to say, but I'll do it in a minute. My mama actually, I've been showing her how to use Canva so she can help with some of the stuff even more and more. And the cable that goes to the monitor to the computer went. And if that's not the case, then either the computer has said, I've served you for many, many years, yes, or the monitor is kaput and we have to look for another monitor. So we've had to stop kind of doing that so that she can kind of help more and more with stuff so we can be more on schedule. And there's a lot to putting and maintaining a YouTube channel and growing a YouTube channel, and there is no way that I could do it on my own and by myself. And so I realize I need to give her more to do so that I can take more off my plate so I can get caught up. And I appreciate everybody's understanding. Before I forget what I was going to say, now that I remember what I was going to say, High Country Homestead, I thought of something, and I said to you when we were outside one day, I said, just go on Pixel Bay and find some really calming music. Just make sure you upload it first, and there's not a problem with it getting copyrighted or anything, but there shouldn't be. Pixel Bay, just checking yourself. But I watched some of your stuff. I watched 2 hours worth of your content on 2 channels. I ran those playlists. And I thought, you know what? You could just set up a camera and just film some of that. And just sit there and film it and then put it up. And, even if you went live and did like a quiet, relaxing stream, with your beautiful farm and that country, setting, and be able to do that and be able to put the music with it and let it run, and you could be able to get people to come in and it's just very relaxing. And I thought maybe that would be a way of you helping to kind of build those watch hours a little bit. Something to think about. I thought you don't even need to go to Pixel Bay for the video. You've got it right outside your front door. I was watching some of that, and I wanted you to know that I did watch it. And if anybody can, she does have a 2-hour playlist. If anybody could help her, she's got, we're trying to get her at least, if she wanted to, halfway there. If anybody can go and help her with her watch time, she does. She did put up a 2-hour 2-hour playlist. We would appreciate it, of course, but next year's going to be a big one for you.
Oh, it ends in a 0.
Yes.
But we won't say which 0.
No.
I worked for a church at one time, and one of the pastors came in and said, I have to leave early today. It's my wife's birthday, and it ends in a 0 this year, so I need to do something a little special. I have to make more of a fuss because it ends in a 0.
Yeah, mine ended in a 0 this year, but I ain't gonna tell you how old I was.
Yeah. Now, my mother used to tell people, after she got to be about 65, she used to tell people she was 5 years younger than she was. But then she got this idea, if I tell people I'm 5 years older than I am, then they'll think I look really pretty terrific for that age. So that's what she did.
Yeah. If
she was 65, she'd tell them she was 70. And they'd say, oh my goodness, you look amazing for 70.
Yeah.
And when she was 75, she'd tell them she was 80. So they said, oh, you look amazing. So she got all kinds of wonderful attention.
She did.
And she did that.
See, I'm helping her come out of her shell.
Yes.
She'd be this little quiet person. And slowly but slowly, she's coming out of her shell, believe it or not.
Oh,
but, you know, you all we're appreciative of it. I get the connection out of this. Mama gets the revenue out of it. And that's the way I wanted to do it. Because, you know, she did take care of my dad for 7 years at the very end. You know, they didn't get to go on a honeymoon together or second honeymoon towards the end. They didn't get to, you know, have any of that. Retired together.
He was still working when he got diagnosed with dementia.
So none of that none of that happened. And of course, when you're dealing with somebody who has that kind of illness, you have, you know, things and so forth and you know, expenses. And so, you know, when we were doing this, I said, well, I'll come on. I didn't think we were going to get monetized. And I said, well, if we do, Mom, I said, I'll do the connection. You just go ahead and take the revenue. And I said, use it however you need to use it. And I want people to understand this. If you work hard enough in their first year, especially if you can, and get a channel to be able to be in the position of getting monetized, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. But that little bit can help somebody or help change lives. And that's what we're kind of trying to do here. We want you guys to do that YouTube shuffle and make those connections and hit that connect button and find your community. But also we want you all to also do that over at Blessings Through Connection, because that's where, I don't care whether you have content, everybody has a channel. It doesn't matter whether you're a content creator or not. Everybody has a channel. Whether you have a channel or not, you're welcome to come over there. We make you a moderator. We have you come in. We have you go back and forth and connect. We've also started, you've probably started to see them pop up, and I've seen people starting to make comments on them. Good job, guys. You're starting to see the Mocha's Daily Connection network, and you're starting to see on Blessings Through Connection, the Daily Connection Hub. Those are coming out at 12 o'clock every day. You guys post something, you know, even if it's just hello, hope you have somebody just put in there today, hello, have a wonderful day. And we responded, that's awesome. And then we went over to their channel and said something on one of their shorts. So if we can just help each other, kind of just do that, making those comments, making the connection, or making the connection just by somebody we're already connected to and we're helping them, that's what it's all about. I wrote a lot of poetry. I was literary major. That's awesome. My mother is great at proofreading.
Yes. I like to proofread. I'm not good at poetry, but I like to proofread.
Yeah, you do great at proofreading. If I've got something to say, then or something to write, she does it. Yeah. Because...
Well, I had to do that a lot at the church.
Well, that's part of... I have a learning disability, so it's just my brain doesn't always think like I would like it to come together and think I'd really like it to, and it just doesn't come together. But I'm proud of being myself. And Mom was in someplace the other day. You were in the show.
I went to get a test at the hospital, and I was walking down the hall with the lady that was taking me to get my bone scan. And down the other side of the hallway came this little old lady. Well, she was younger than I am, but anyway, she's pushing a cart, and she stopped, and she said, "Oh my goodness, you look very good. I bet you're older than I am, and you look better than I do." And so I told her how old I was, and she was younger than I. She said, "You look better than I do, and you're older." And I said, "Well, you just need to be happy and proud of who you are," I said, "because everybody else is taken." And so she said, "You are right."
It's catching on, guys. Even she's starting to say it.
Yes.
So anyway, we just thought we'd come on because we thought, I know that I'm the face of this a lot, but she's behind the scenes. And when anything comes over, as far as, if anybody does, it's never expected. It's always appreciated. If anybody does send, a super chatter, becomes a member, anything like that, or, there's just money coming in a little bit with ad revenue, it makes me smile because I know it goes to her. I know that, if she needs a new pair of shoes and she doesn't have it, then she can go get a new pair of shoes with it. So it makes me happy, but I need the connection. And
you're much happier since you've done this.
Yeah. Too. Except when my back decides to act.
Yes.
I've been a little snippy this week, only
Yes.
because I'm getting very frustrated really quickly. My back hurts a lot of the times, but this is just annoying because I'd like to go, well, can I walk?
There's somebody that writes articles in the newspaper. High Country Homestead.
Yeah, 3 years now they have been printed, and I don't get paid though, so I upload them to buy me coffee and people. That's awesome.
Interesting.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
That's very nice.
Yeah. I thank you. She thinks she has an amazing daughter. I try to be.
Oh yes, you are.
I'm her only one.
Yeah, my
I'm
one and
my
only.
one and only. I'm it.
Yeah.
My mom did try several different.
We had several miscarriages
Yes.
after Mary.
And one was 3 months old, and I remember she telling me that you were a preschool teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, well, in order to be able to consider trying again, they were going to have to give her a medication that was going to have a high chance.
They had tried all kinds of things, and then the doctor, this was, we're talking about
In the 70s.
70s.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I have one last thing to try, but I have to tell you it's a 50% chance of congenital heart defects. And I had a little boy in my preschool class that had a congenital heart defect, and so my husband and I just decided this must be God's plan. Yeah. We're going to be happy with our one happy daughter, and we're going to enjoy her, and we're not going to go through this. It's really exhausting emotionally to go through the up and downs of this, and we needed to get into a place in our lives where we could give her a happy life and not be constantly, trying and having disappointments and being sad and going through grief again. And so we just decided not to keep going. So I'm sure today they have more things to do, but back then it was limited things.
Yeah.
So, but we're happy we had one, and then Mary had one, and I feel very blessed.
Yes. And we'll see what the future holds. They're not ready for children yet, but we'll see what the future
this
is.
economy is making it very hard.
Yep.
They're struggling to get by now. So it's very hard now for just one, with one income person to make it.
And that's what I want people to think of too. If you are, as we all are, kind of getting through, and you're putting, you can put a little content on a channel like this. A little bit comes in handy. If we meet the threshold for YouTube to come through, which is $100 in order for them to pay out every month, that $100 can make a huge difference in somebody's life. And so don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to connect with other people. And I'm telling you guys, if you want to grow your channel, sitting in your niche is the worst thing you could do. You've got to go outside of your niche. I'm in homesteading channels. We're in cruise channels. We're in yarn channels. We're in all different kind of channels and meeting new people. And what's happening at Blessings Through Connection is even Gail, because she was doing a live tonight, Gail Southern Living, and she said, I'm meeting people that I didn't know because I'm going to sit in Blessings Through Connection, and I've met people. I've grown subscribers. Josh, who doesn't even have content, he says, I've gotten a couple subscribers. Yeah. So it's all about making those connections. Stop thinking of YouTube as hitting that subscribe button. You do not have an emotional connection to a subscription. You have an emotional connection to communities like this and other communities around YouTube. So YouTube has it as a subscription button. If they ever change it to the connection button, this girl over here, we'll take the credit for it. It'll be all us. But I think they should change it to the connection button, and then they could change it to plus subscribe or something for people that want to become members. But I just think that we got to get past realizing that it's much more than just a subscription. It's all about the connection. It's all about finding your community, and in order to make your circle bigger, you have to step out of it. Don't stay in it. You're not going to, if you stay in your circle, that's exactly where you're going to be. In order to grow your circle, you have to step out of it and make your circle bigger and bigger and bigger. And you have to continue doing that. So it's all worth it. It's all worth it. And I just want to thank everybody. I know I'm behind. I'll tell you a funny story today. I was sitting there going, I know I'm behind and I have to get back on track with everything. And I was cleaning some stuff, around, and the devotion book fell on my foot. And I was like, okay, God, I get the message. I was like, yes, I know. So I have to sit and edit stuff. It's probably not going to happen this week, but I'm going to start really trying to work on getting stuff edited and put up. But again, there is over 6 months. If you're looking for devotions, there's over 6 months worth of devotions you guys can go look at. Don't necessarily pay too much attention to the date. Go find one that's going to feed you. And I guarantee you we are going to get caught up very, very soon. I'm determined to make sure that happens. And this girl is a very determined young lady. Ask my mama over here.
Yes.
When I am determined to do something. Yes.
She gets after it.
Absolutely. So join us tomorrow for 12 o'clock. Over at Blessings Through Connection, we're going to be doing a 12 o'clock stream. We're gonna go ahead and play the YouTube Shuffle one more time.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to just take an opportunity after that and thank our members. It's never expected. It's just appreciated. You guys do help support the channel and we're able to bring you a little bit more content. So we just like to thank our members with a little bit. And then, of course, at the very end, Elvis is there. We got to have Elvis for a moment. And he says, thank you very much. Because that's to everybody. That's thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for caring enough to support people within the chat and other channels and continue growing like we need to grow. And it also reminds you to be those awesome, blessed disco balls, because that's really important too.
Thank you, everybody, for your birthday wishes.
Yes.
And thank you for tuning in today.
YouTube shuffle. Connection to the right. Connection to the left. Ooh, ooh. Can make a comment. Make a connection. Let's keep the groove going. And hit the caption. Bye-bye. Make a comment. Make a connection. Let's keep the groove going. Make a connection. Button.
Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Thank you very much.
I'm going to learn this song. I promise everybody. I have a rant, but I'm not going to do it today. I literally have one. Ugh. And it has to do with StreamYard, but I will leave that rant for another day. But by the time I learn this, it'll be time that StreamYard will offer a really great deal like they did recently, and then I'll go back going, I don't have to learn that. It's a lot more cumbersome, but it works for right now, and we get to stream with everybody. So it's about 8:30. We're going to go have some dinner. Going to feed this birthday girl.
Yes,
Let her have her
yes.
apple fry pie.
Bye-bye.
And tomorrow, join us at noon for our Blessings Through Connection live stream. And then I probably try to do a pop-up one. I'll need a break. So we'll try to go outside tomorrow at 7 o'clock and see if we can go outside and crochet. I am done with the Omnis big blanket, so I've got the other one to start working on. And so we'll go out there tomorrow, or I'll bring some of the soap caddies because I'm going to try to take some of those with us to the garage sale and see what happens with those. So either way, but I will try tomorrow. Looking forward around 7 o'clock. I kind of don't totally plan those because I have to see what the weather is going to be like. And sometimes they'll tell me it's not going to rain, and then all of a sudden it pours. Right. So if not, I may just go ahead and pop it in, and then if it's not outside, it'll be here. But anyway, so we're going to go have her birthday dinner. We'll try to find a movie to watch. I have no idea what that will be yet. But anyway, thank you all for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
And happy birthday, Mama.
Thank you.
I love this girl. She can't
She
can't go anywhere till she's at least 150. I have told her that. And just so you know, we're all in the same house, but we did not plan this.
No. We've been doing this since you were a teenager.
Yes. We come out of the room going, oh, we dress the same.
And we didn't even talk about it.
No, we didn't. So anyway, we'll see y'all in the next one. Remember, like she's now starting to say, be proud of being yourself. Everybody else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. And remember, we have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. We love you all. Thank you all for this amazing journey. And we're not stopping. We're continuing to grow. So if you haven't hit the connection button on either channel, Blessings Through Connection, or here, please hit it. I know YouTube calls it the subscribe button, but we here and over there are calling it the connection button. And go and hit the connection button to a lot of other people and find some amazing communities. Because YouTube, we got it here. It doesn't happen any other place on any social media. Let YouTube be YouTube, and let you be you on YouTube, and you'll just soar.
Yes.
Be your authentic self, just like we say. So we love you all. We'll see you later. Have a great day or night wherever you're
Yes.
seeing this. God bless, and bye-bye for now.
Bye. Ta-ta for now.
So proud of being me.